Recently, I was talking with a friend of mine who was facing some serious challenges with her project management. She was confused how to lead her team in the right direction, how to create appropriate systems, and she was doubtful if she had hired the right people for the right job. I was giving her some advices and she found them very helpful. But deep down inside, I was feeling this unsettling feeling, a feeling of doubt. I was feeling if I am the right person, if my advices would really help her. What if she implements my advices and none of them works out? What if she finds out that my knowledge is also very limited? Basically, I was feeling fake. I was feeling that she was trusting me and praising my suggestions more than I deserve. This was not the first time for me that I had this feeling of self-doubt. I felt this very often at different points of my life, in my career, at college, with my friends and with my family. I doubted my competence for any topic that I was talking about, and I had this hesitation that I might be wrong. But whenever I would try to avoid this self-doubt by continuing to share my thoughts, sometimes I would feel exact opposite of self-doubt. I would feel overconfident. I would feel that this is also not right and I'm talking more than I know. I have been continuously struggling to find which one is right. Should I be overconfident or should I doubt my competence? After some research, I found that I was suffering from two very common psychological problems. I was jumping in between imposter syndrome and armchair quarterback syndrome. These technical terms sound scary, right? When I came across these names, I also thought that
I'm into some serious mental problems. There you go, Bakir. You're not a problem to live with.
But the more I learned about these terms, the more relaxed I felt. Now let me simplify these terms for you to make your life easy as well. In simple words, when our competence exceeds our confidence, it's called imposter syndrome. And on the other hand, when our confidence exceeds competence, it's called armchair quarterback syndrome. Still confused? Let me oversimplify this for you. Remember someone who you know who likes to comment on anything as an outsider. Perhaps a friend who watches football match with you and who likes to shout on the coaches and the players because he thinks he knows more than the coaches on the sidelines and the players on the ground. That is an example of armchair quarterback syndrome. His confidence is more than his competence. Now remember a friend who is very humble in getting credits for her work and very weak in selling or marketing her own abilities, who always doubts her skills and abilities and believes that she doesn't deserve this success. Now she is the example of imposter syndrome because her competence is bigger than her confidence. I was always under the assumption that competence and confidence, they work parallel with each other and hand in hand. But surprisingly, after my research, I found that they are totally opposite to each other. When we lack competence, we are most likely to be brimming with overconfidence. The less intelligent we are in a particular field, the more we seem to overestimate our actual intelligence in that field. Now, the real question is, how can we overcome these two different syndromes? And what is the right level of confidence for us? If you followed me until here, be patient for a little more because I'm going to share with you the solution to one of very common psychological problems. Research estimates that around 70% of the human population experience imposter syndrome. If you are a part of this 70% of human population, stay with me. But before we move ahead, I want to quickly request for your help. If you are finding this content useful and helpful in any way, please hit the like button. It will take less than a second and it will not cost you anything, but it will support me to reach more people. Let's get back to business. The only way to overcome these two different syndromes is to find the balance between confidence and competence, which is right at the middle of this graph, and it's called confident humility zone. We should always be confident of our strengths, but also be aware of our weaknesses. We should be open to new ideas and to challenge our thoughts and beliefs. In any field, as we gain experience, we lose some of our humility. We take pride in making rapid progress, which creates this false sense of mastery. By the way, if you're interested in mastery, check out this video here. Now, this creates an overconfidence cycle, preventing us from doubting what we know and being curious about what we don't know. A famous blogger and TED speaker, Tim, says, "Arrogance is ignorance plus conviction, while humility is a permeable filter that absorbs like experience and converts it into knowledge and wisdom. Arrogance is a rubber shield that life experience simply bounces off of." You can be confident in your ability to set and achieve your goals in the future, but also you should have the humility to question whether you have the right tools, expertise, and resources in the present. Having faith in your capability while appreciating that you may not have the right solution, or even maybe you are not addressing the right problem, frees you from the chains of imposter syndrome and also armchair quarterback syndrome. And it also sets you on the path of great leaders because it brings you wisdom. This was my research on how to overcome my under and overconfidence at different points of my life. I've already started practicing confident humility, but I'm aware that it will take time, practice, and patience until I re-engineer my mental habit of overconfidence and underconfidence. It will not be changed overnight. Meanwhile, through this YouTube channel, I'm continuing to explore new ideas and beliefs. If you want to join my journey, click this button right here to be notified for every new video every single Sunday. And that marks the end of this video. See you in the next video. Bye.